Hello everybody, welcome back to Is This Mic On? It's been a minute like usual, but yesterday I got bored and went to Home Depot and fell into the trap of buying a lot of tools and spent about $100. This isn't everything, but this is a lot of it. So today what I was going to try to do is make a little wooden box to house the coffee filters for the kitchen upstairs, because this sitting on the counter is kind of ugly. And from my job site, I have all this like scrap wood that was used as trim for some built-in shelves, and I was going to try and use these because why throw them away when you can make something out of it? I thought it'd be cool to show you guys this project that I'm attempting for the first time. And yes, I'm in my room on the floor, but I promised my landlord I'd clean it up. I think the first step is going to be taking all these trim nails out. There will be little holes, but I think it'll look pretty cool and rustic. I think what I'm going to do is glue two of these together, because the box, as you can see, is about the width of two of those. I might just do one, that way it's a little bit more, like less bulky. And I'm going to build up the sides and then have the filters stick up a little bit. That's my smashed pinky, if you don't remember. I also wanted to do like slats so you could see through and see the coffee filters. I thought that'd be kind of cool and look neat. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking and hopefully get to building. I know this isn't a fancy shop, and I know that's not a fancy shop light, but hey, I'm working with what I have. There's nothing like some brand new tools, right? Maybe I have to pull them out with some pliers. This is gonna be a little tougher than I imagined. Alright, I figured out a good way to take out these nails without damaging the wood, using just one of these 10-cent paint sticks. And grab it with the pliers, twist, and it'll dent the paint stick instead of the wood we're working with. So, works pretty well. I made a little isometric drawing that probably makes sense to me. So this is the actual box that the filters come in. This is the top view. I'm going to do some 45-degree cuts for the side pieces, hopefully. This will be the front, so you will be able to see through this and this if the filters weren't in there. So you'll be able to see the filter, and then hopefully the filter will pop up a little bit here so that it's easy to grab from the top. And then these are the side pieces that will connect the 45s will go. This piece is actually supposed to be in here. The 45s will wrap around these outside posts, so that's drawn wrong. It's more like this. So here's that inside post, and then the 45s will wrap around it, going around the outside. So I have to redraw that, but I don't know if that will make any sense. But yeah, it kind of helps me lay it out, and I just realized my mistake here in a drawing versus when I actually get to cutting. So that's kind of the whole point of designing it before you build it. All right. I updated the drawing so it's actually accurate. So those are those kind of posts that these will tie into, glue into, and that's shown right there as well. And these will kind of wrap around them. This will be open, this will be open, same with these spots. So it'll look pretty sleek in my opinion. Let's build it. I have my first piece set up right at 7 inches, marked out right where those nail holes were. So kind of convenient. This is a little jank setup, but you know, it works. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot. Actually worked decently well. Takes some time, but it's kind of what I figured with doing it by hand. It's kind of hard because this plastic thing likes to move, but hey, we gotta cut. As you can see, it takes a minute, but it's pretty decent cut, I'd say. Pretty smooth. This thing moves around so much, there's little holes to screw it down into something, so maybe I'll do that in the future, but that's one of multiple. If I recorded all of them, it would take up my entire storage. So we're gonna do one, and I'll show you guys once I get them all cut. Quick update. Got a couple pieces cut. This thing may take some time, this little plastic jig, but it makes some good 45s, that's for sure. Everything's nice and tight. My measurements are working out. This leg's obviously going to go here with the other small piece connecting that, and there's going to be like 3 of these little boxes going up. And yeah, simple project, but it'll take away from ugly boxes being on the counter, and it's kind of fun. Alright, so I got all the pieces cut. As you can see, those are all the sides, and that's like that where the main, well, where all the sides are going to attach, like I said earlier. But tomorrow I think I'm going to try and glue it up. As with every woodworking project, that took a lot longer than I thought, but it also is because I only have that hand saw right there. I don't have any power saw or like miter saw, so it took me a while. But tomorrow I'm going to glue it up and we should be done. I think I'm going to glue all these faces because this is what everything's going to get attached to, and it'll be kind of easy since you have this exposed part right here that you don't really want to get glue on that, so it'll be nice to just do this. I'm not sure how well glue works on already stained pieces, honestly. This will be a good trial run for that as well. I guess I should get these sides too. Yeah, we'll see how this works. As they are all 45s, they're going to want to move. Kind of anticipated that, but we'll see. There's quite a bit on the bottom. I'm just going to do some nice light pressure to begin with. It doesn't have to be perfect. It is the second day, or third day, losing track. This is still in the clamps, but it's been drying for a day now. It's looking good. Nice and solid. I like that. It turned out nice. I like this knot too. I can't remember if I mentioned that before. If it'll focus. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that turned out alright. Not too bad. Not perfect. As you can see, that corner kind of raised a little bit. If it focuses. Not sure. But yeah, so we're going to do these 2 other boxes that are kind of standalone, that are in the middle and the top, like I said earlier. I really like this knot again. I think that looks really cool. Kind of brings out the features. I do have a little bit of salt here because as these are all 45s I'm going to be gluing together, I heard that a little bit of salt in your glue will kind of give it some grit and make it stick together. I'm not entirely sure if this will work, but we'll figure it out. There's a little gap, so I put a little bit of glue in there. Not to act as wood filler, but just to make sure there isn't a spot where it's weak. Once again, I don't really care if this looks perfect or not. It's just a fun project. It's reusing wood that otherwise would have gone in the trash. If there's any of you out there that are watching this that are actual woodworkers or experienced that have some tips, let me know, because I am all for it. You can see like some shadows casting there where it's raised. This side's obviously raised, but I can only do so much not having a level surface, and you know, it's not bad. This is the bottom of it anyway. As you can tell, it's not perfect, but all right, we'll let that set up. These definitely aren't perfect, like I've said multiple times, but I'm kind of happy with how it turned out, being the first time I've glued 4 45-degree cuts together. Pretty cool. The 2 glue ups I did last are holding up. They look pretty good. There's a little, it's like a little miscolored there from old glue, but I'm not too worried about it. So this last part, putting this together, all the tolerances that I had with all my measurements are pretty close to 0, so I'm going to try and put this together without using glue and see if it holds up. Kind of like burred out from the cut. I'm sanding the inside right now to try and get this to slide a little better. A lot of excess glue, it looks like, that's preventing this from going in. So that's what I'm trying to scrape off right now. It's looking like this might work. My battery's about to die, but this is basically the finished product. I need to obviously mess with the spacing. This side's a little too high, but I think it turned out pretty well. I think I'm gonna glue this top piece because it does slide. Here is the finished product. I think it turned out great. I actually really like it. I like the style. I like how you can kind of see the unfinished wood up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think it turned out pretty good for the scarce amount of power tools I have, you know? Just goes to show that you can really do things with not very much. I can see like the cuts are or the planes are uneven where I glued them together, but not too worried about it, like I've said multiple times in this video. Last thing to do is to see if the filters actually fit, and if they don't, like I said, I'll just use it for mail or something. I'm not really too concerned. Alright, so as you can see, they fit. I think it looks pretty good. I wanted this to come out the top because then it's nice and easy to grab them, as you can see. It's a little tight, so you can't fit the whole box in there. As you can see, I have my extras there, but you know, I think it looks a little classier than this. But let me know what you guys think. So that's it for the coffee filter holder thingy made out of construction scrap material, demo material that was just gonna get thrown into landfill anyway. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd appreciate it. And as always, like and subscribe. Thank you. Goodbye.